with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
I caught up with Purdue's head coach before the game. He has great confidence in the line of scrimmage and their ability to run the ball today. That's because he has got an experienced back. With a freshman quarterback, if he doesn't like what he sees, he can hand it off, and they will plan on having great success up front. Reese?
Thanks, Holly. And the Jayhawks headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. He'll bring it out. It's Cherry. And didn't find much room at all as he'll go out of bounds at the 12. Here's Gibson to begin the drive. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
And they tried to run that sweep out route. I like going to the wide side of the field, getting somebody the ball that can really, really run. Just got to block it up a little better. Give him a chance to at least get that edge, and he might be able to do some more damage.
Back to pass on second down. Lofts one high and deep. He's got it down the right side. Got loose, made the big play, and took it down to the 31.
Thank you very much. That's what the quarterback's thinking on that last play. I think he was even shocked that his receiver was that wide open downfield. He'll take it.
That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Pulls it on the option. Here's a little room there. Touchdown, Purdue! He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
And you knew his legs were a weapon, and he shows it to you right there, running it into the end zone. And this offense, man, they are a good offense, and they are in a good rhythm early in this football game. We talked about the quarterback. We talked about his speed. He can make these type of plays, and on the first drive, Palmer, the defense didn't have any answers. They better find some.
Yeah, it's going to be hard to find them, too, just because of that athleticism and just how he can attack defenses with his arm, with his feet, the different playmakers surrounding him as well. There's a lot to get prepared for in a week when you're playing against this offense, and I just think they saw everything there on that opening drive. They're going to have to do some soul-searching on the sidelines early.
They'll move the wide receiver. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Edwards. He'll get it out to the 25. Not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
He might want another play. Motion from the wideout. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping him up, getting him on the ground, take away that run game, make him one-dimensional, put him in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. To the air, it's Mason. Makes the grab along the sidelines, but it'll be a little short of the first down.
And man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them leaning one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out route connection, nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Running inside, it's Edwards.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Lining up, trying to convert this 3rd and short from the 40. Motion from the wide receiver.
Booster, booster.
Quarterback making adjustments. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. He's going to run it. He's going to be a little bit short of that 1st down marker, and this defense did a tremendous job not to lose contain on the scramble. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Gets it out fast. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. The Jayhawks come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, oh, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
They'll run the option. Now the pitch. Shakes off the defender. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
And we talked to the coaches coming in, right? Like, they knew they were going to see the option. But the speed is so much faster in the game, and the offense does a really good job getting it to the pitch man pretty quickly, making that read and making a play early in this football game.
That's a really great play by the defender, and we obviously know the defense gave up a ton of points there last time out. Coaching staff told us, David, they wanted to be more aggressive this game, and here you go. The opening drive of the game, great job by the defender that time, breaking on the ball, swatting it away, and trying to send a message to the offense.
Well, and sometimes the defenders, they're trying to make plays. They're trying to catch it. A lot of times because of that, they misjudge the football. I like knocking it down, making sure the receiver doesn't catch it. They were challenged all week about a negative performance a week ago. Good to see them come out early with some energy and making some plays.
They want to make sure they get this 4th and 3 play right, so they'll take a moment and think it over with a timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. They converted 4th down earlier on this drive, and now they'll try it again. On 4th down, trying to find his man. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs.
Well, that play never had a chance. On 4th down, they're trying to catch the defense off guard, throwing for it, but no protection. Quarterback didn't have an opportunity to step up and get rid of that football. Give the defense credit, man. Tremendous aggression there on 4th.
They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Not much on that return, but I think they'll let him slide after making that pick, and they'll have it at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Quarterback may change this route. Wide receiver going in motion. The run inside. It's Edwards.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You can tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. The RPO, it's complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Great job by the defense winning those early downs. Now you get them in a predictable situation. 3rd and long, you bring in more DBs, more speed, more fun blitz packages. You get to have a little fun, go get the quarterback.
Looking to pass, it's Mason. Puts it out of the air. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with the first down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. And he's going to wind up losing a couple of yards as time expires here in the first quarter. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. And the Jayhawks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Here comes the heat. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
And you don't want to see this trend continue. Last week he was sacked 4 times. The offensive line, this offense as a whole, needs to get in better situations, get rid of the football faster, and not keep getting their quarterback hit.
Making side adjustments here. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
And after that last sack, man, you could just see it. They are feeling themselves. After pitching a shutout last week, after dominating early in this game, it just seems like they're playing with a different aggression and a different level of intensity than what their opponent is. They have been so dominant.
Hauls it in, looking for space. Gets away from one, finds room. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Purdue will start this drive as the offense looks ready to go. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
He'll try it again. Runs through a tackle. He'll be forced out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Boilermakers are facing 3rd and inches. Trying to pick it up on the ground. They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster.
That linebacker shot through the hole so fast and timed up that snap count perfectly, getting the big hit on the running back for the tackle for loss.
And here they come going for the first down on 4th and 2. They'll run for it. It's Gibson. Can't get him to the ground. He's not going anywhere. No nothing on 4th and 2.
And how about the defense coming up big on 4th and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Edwards.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Might be changing the route. They'll send the back in motion. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And just some general sloppiness from the offense with a false start will back them up 5. It's 2nd and long. Looking downfield, it's Mason. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
Man, this defense has been so impressive to watch. Look at them. Get to the quarterback, get the sack. They play so fast. It's like they have 12 men on the field. Another good performance going down right now.
Finding some room. Picks up the first down. And he takes it all the way down to the 26-yard line.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this, that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Caught in the backfield, it's Sims. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
Well, you're trailing in the game. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good, strong running. He's able to break a tackle, and that's an explosive play they need now as they're trying to tie this game up.
Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
This drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Check. Looking downfield, it's Mason. Fires to the middle. And the throw down the gut falls to the grass. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. Touchdown, Jayhawks! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a stat that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
I went in there and stopped it before I thought that it was already stopped. Because it only made that loud noise for a short amount of time, so I thought that
he'll bring it out. It's Cherry. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out to the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. He wants to start this drive with a pass. He'll get rid of it. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
This quarterback is living dangerously now. Threw a pick earlier in the game, and he almost threw another one right there. These windows are tight. He's got to be really good with his decision-making.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Trying to make magic with his feet. Got the first down himself. Brought down at the 26 after a 15-yard pickup. The Boilermakers decide to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Fires left side, it's Smith. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. The Boilermakers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. The sure hands, it's Hawkins. They get him down at the 36. It will be a first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays.
Timeout, Purdue.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. Here's a give to Gibson. Runs through the tackle. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. This might be a little easier if it were straight on, but a 43-yarder from the right hash. And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. This might be a little easier if it were straight on, but a 43-yarder from the right hash. It's good. And they'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Fellows, welcome in to our EA Sports Studios here in Orlando, the Week 2 edition of our College Football Update Show. We begin our coverage with Alabama, taking on the #1 team, the Ohio State Buckeyes. And it's the Crimson Tide, with one of the biggest wins in program history, taking down the #1 team in the country. This will push them to 2-0 on the season.
The Jayhawks rock out to start this drive. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. Wants to adjust the pattern. To the air, it's Mason. Fires to the wideout. Complete downfield. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Jayhawks will hustle to the line.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the...
Could be an alley. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs.
And that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine. But then it's scramble plays and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner, just exhausting.
Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Got a man, it's Edwards. He's brought down quickly, minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Ball at the 31, 3rd and short coming, defense trying to rise up. Looking to throw for it. Fires to the middle. Finds the big tight end. Touchdown, Chuck Jayhawk. And with that, when they jump on top here in the second half.
Man, this guy is an elite tight end. This guy is a dude. He keeps making plays like this. We're going to start comparing him to Brock Bowers and Kyle Pitts. The run after the catch, the big body, the athletic ability. He has it all.
And the point after is good. Fielded in the end zone. It's Cherry. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. So as soon as they step on the field here in the 3rd quarter, they find themselves trailing, and now they'll try to answer with a score of their own. They'll start on the ground with Jarrett Gibson. Breaks into the open. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Boilermakers!
I know it's early this year, but it's obvious this guy is a focal point in this offense. After having 2 touchdowns in his first game, he gets on the board here. Doesn't matter where he lines up, they find ways to get him the football, and defenses just have not been able to figure him out. And
the extra point puts them up by a field goal. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. The Kansas offense returns to the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills, and they've got it at the receiver position. So if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Looking to throw, it's Mason. Firing to the right, complete. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. And the Jayhawks want to pick up the tempo.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
Wants to throw on first down. Time to take a shot. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. The option look. Got enough for the first. Slides to the ground. He got away and picked up the first down on a 2nd and long.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense. There's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And this has been the story of the night. The offensive line getting beat up. And this is why this team is losing. You got to protect your quarterback. This defense has had a field day with their 5th sack of the game.
Might be calling a hot route. To the air, it's Mason. Fires to the right. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
Great coverage, great break on the ball. Had a chance to really make a big play and maybe even take that thing back to the house. But you got to secure the catch. We like to hit people more than we like to catch balls.
7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Running inside, it's Edwards. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. Flag on the field, and the kicker's going to have a little bit shorter distance to work with here. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. And there is a degree of difficulty with this one, a 47-yarder from the right hash. That is no good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Really nice job by the quarterback. Hey, a lot of quarterbacks want to cover. They want to drop back. They're not really about that life. They don't want to be the tackling kind of guy. They're like, yeah, leave that to the linebackers. That dude committed, came up, made a nice tackle.
The run inside. It's Gibson. Might have a chance. Past the 30. Inside the touchdown, Purdue! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Yeah, offensive line, give me a crack. I'll do the rest. How about the Jets? The speed. He just turns it on, going 70-plus to the house. What a huge play by the running back.
And he tacks on the extra point. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Wants to throw. It's Mason. Pulls it in. It's Sims. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. That's the end of the period, and Purdue has the lead. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the 3rd. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Throws to the tight end. That pass is incomplete.
Man, this defense has been ruthless all game long. Individual effort. They've got guys up front winning their one-on-one matchups, and they have been terrorizing this quarter.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Bought a little time, lets it go. And the deflection by the defense. Great play on 3rd down brings us to 4th.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
I know the analytics tell me to be aggressive and go for it, but in the second half, in these ball games, the analytics don't work for every single situation. And right now, you've set them up. I just hope this one doesn't come back to bite you right in the hiney.
On the option. Now the toss. This time they stop him in the backfield, and that has been a rare sight in this game tonight. Tough way to start this drive. Now they'll try to fix it on 2nd and 15. Back to pass. Here's the pressure. Complete to the left. Turning it on. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Boilermakers! What a game he's had. 3rd touchdown of this one, and 5 on the season. He'll try to tack on one more. Now that's a throw and a pocket presence that will have scouts buzzing about this dude.
That's exactly what coaches talk about when they talk about pocket presence. Hanging in there, understanding I'm about to get hit, but I need to make this play down the field and give my receiver a chance. Unbelievable effort.
They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
The offense changing the play. Back to throw, it's Mason. Looking to the big tight end. He makes the catch. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. Get it to the 33. The Jayhawks moving quickly to the line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch and steps out of bounds, but short of the 1st down mark.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Looking to the big tight end. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game, so they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
Just keep slinging it. Out of the backfield, he's open. He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
And on defense, you make the tackle after the catch for a 1st down. That
unleashes one deep. Broken up, incomplete, and nearly intercepted in the end zone. It'll be second down.
Well, trailing this much in the fourth quarter, the offense is looking for an explosive play to try to ignite them and get them back in this one, but nothing doing. Nice job in coverage.
They'll move the wide receiver. Second down, they'll go to the air. This time he's got it. Now the connection takes it to the 11. And the Jayhawks have it with a 1st and 10. He wants to change this route. Looking to throw, it's Mason. Caught. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Looking to fire. Stepping to the right. Fires into the end zone. Incomplete, going for the touchdown, but instead I think they're going to have to wear a penalty. Remember, if your entire body is past the line of scrimmage when you throw the football, that's a penalty. He was, and the penalty will be accepted. 8th play of the drive, and they have to convert 3rd and 8 to keep it going. Looks as if he's going to run it. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Rock Chalk.
That play calling menu just gets so much bigger when I got a guy, Jesse, that can do this. Like, he can run the football, such a weapon. We saw it all throughout this game so far, and you see it once you get closer to that red area, man. You get that +1 advantage, having your quarterback that can be a running threat.
And the frustrating part for a defense, too, is that even when you're right, you're wrong. And we've seen on some of these runs today, guys have been in position to make a tackle, but they just can't get him down on the ground. He's got that dynamic running ability. He's a true dual threat, and right now he's given this defense all they can handle.
Okay.
And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. The Kansas offense out there poised and ready to go to work. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking a punt.
He's got it down the left side. Into the house. Touchdown, Kansas.
And what nice play design. You get your speedster, you put him in the slot, usually get a better matchup, and then what do? You fade him towards that sideline, run a go. Nice ball thrown way out wide. He just runs underneath it, and just too much speed. Couldn't catch him. Gets in the end zone for 6.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Cherry. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Here's Gibson to begin the drive. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22. Clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory.
Well, at this point in the game, with the lead in the fourth quarter, deep in their own end, they're going to want to run the football, no doubt. The defense knows that, and they're going to be trying to rip it out, seeing if they can get a takeaway to set up their offense in great field position. So ball security right here has got to be big.
And the timing just a hair off.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurt. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. They will stop him short, and the defense trying to keep him alive. No wasted time as the defense uses a timeout here. 1:54 left to play. Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Fourth down, gotta have it here. Here's a heat. He'll try to do it himself. He'll be forced out of bounds right at the 30-yard line as they try to grind out some room.
You got to keep drives alive late in the game. When you're starting to get in the fourth quarter and it's a one-score game, you got to do whatever you can as that quarterback to scramble around, get extra plays, extra first downs. Really nice job there by the QB.
Looking downfield on first down. A little screen to the running back. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. He's at the 10. He is in. Touchdown, Purdue!
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the points come in a lightning strike, a 70-yard touchdown pass. And he's not going to take the touchback. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Quarterback making checks. Dropping back, it's Mason. Under fire. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. The Jayhawks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the air on second down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Snatches it on the right. Finally corralled, but not before he picks up the first down. He goes right back to the air. He wants a big play here late. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down.
Now, I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot and see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He's taking a deep shot. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there.
Oftentimes as a quarterback, when you have success early, you earn the right to take more shots. And I think that's what you're seeing now in this game. We're here late. They're still throwing it deep because this quarterback's thrown 3 touchdown passes. He's proven to his coach that he can get it done and he can make the right decisions and not put his offense in harm's way. And that's why you're still seeing them throw it vertically downfield.
Fires to the right. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
No reason to do anything here except keep it on the ground on 2nd and 5. Gibson again. This time stopped behind the line of scrimmage, and they're probably saying, finally, what a night he's had.
It's a great play there by the defense, stopping that run. But now with less than a minute to go, you got to use your timeout. You got to try and conserve as much clock as possible to give yourself a chance to win.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Motion from the back. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Looking deep down the right side. Grabs it inside the 15. He's got enough to move the chains, and that clock will keep moving, and they'll be able to run it out. Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. Going to the run, it's Gibson.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job of the base defense making a play.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Movement on the offense, and they'll lose 5 yards on the penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And guys, everybody needs to be on the same page. Those false starts in this part of the field, crushers. 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play.
All right, this offense just keeps trying to pound the ball into the end zone down tight, but the defense, they're very, very physical. So I think you got to think about either a perimeter run, a potential run-pass option, or let your quarterback try to go make a play throwing.
Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Never a doubt. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Set to kick this one away.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. No more room to run. They make the tackle right there, and the clock is at 0, and that's how this one will end. Plenty of fireworks in this one, a lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
It's amazing how much offenses have just boomed in college football. So good, so many ways to hurt you, and you saw both of these offenses put on a show today, Jess.
Dave, we talked to both of these coaching staffs, and their defensive coordinators were losing sleep all week. They knew this was going to be a tough task ahead of them. So much speed, so much firepower on both of these offenses. And, man, we saw that here today.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.